Hey guys, it's Papa Steve on the move. Now you might dream of traveling to far off places, but with travel restrictions, have to staycation near home. Some of you are new to backpacking and backcountry camping, and even if you've been out in the wilderness for several years, you might still be making some of these mistakes. This week I'll share with you some common mistakes that I made, and hopefully you won't do the same. Welcome back. Now we all learn one of two ways, either from making mistakes ourselves or being taught the correct way to do things. Now I'm not going to explain the correct way. Everybody has their best way, so you'll have to find yours. But what I will do is share some of my mistakes, so hopefully you don't make them. One mistake I've made is not drinking enough water. Whatever you do, don't get dehydrated. One time a friend of mine got really sick the evening after a long hike with no water. Sometimes we have this urge to conserve our water. Maybe you didn't bring enough for your trip. Maybe you don't want to take the time to stop and filter. Trust me, make sure you get enough water. Last September on my way back to the car on the Skokie Loop, I was forced to take a quick break at Ptarmigan Lake to fill up my water bottle for the rest of the trip down. If you don't have an expensive filter system, that's fine. Buy one of these personal filters like the Sawyer Squeeze or a Life Straw and drink right from a clean water source. You don't want to get dehydrated and you definitely don't want to get some waterborne illness, so bring a filter and drink freely anytime you go into the backcountry. Now, second thing's also related to water, sort of. There'll be times you need to cross streams or walk through puddles. It's very important to keep your feet dry. You don't really need waterproof footwear, they just make my feet feel hot. But you do need to carry some sandals or even cross deep water barefoot. Anything deeper than your ankles is too deep. Fast moving streams and rivers can even sweep you off your feet, so take care when you're crossing. Most importantly, keep your feet dry. Take it from me, wet feet lead to blisters, which will make your hike far less comfortable. Put on dry socks, dry your footwear overnight, and take care to keep your feet dry. Protect your feet at all costs. Now, I've made plenty of mistakes, and one I still make is to overpack. I love to eat. Backpacking's hard work, and you'll burn a lot of calories. Be careful to bring enough food, but not too much food. You don't want to carry food home with you, and remember you have to pack out all your trash. Clothing too, don't overpack. Be prepared to get dirty. Bring extra socks and underwear and carry all your layers, but you don't need a clean shirt and pants every day. Leave extra clothes behind. Your back will thank you for dropping the extra weight. Speaking of extra weight, don't be overly concerned with base weight. That's the weight of everything you carry minus your food and water. Now, backpacking takes a little bit of investment. Some ultralighters buy new lighter gear every year. Many people don't have that kind of money. It's perfectly okay to buy budget gear if you pack correctly. Now, I've talked a lot about how packing correctly can make your pack feel lighter. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link here. You can safely carry up to 20% of your own weight with you. Don't worry about having the lightest gear to start with. If you pack properly, you can still be comfortable with your pack. I just bought a new tent this year to drop 1.2 pounds. Why? I like to fish, so I intend to actually add base weight and bring a small rod and some tackle. I believe it's important to strike that equilibrium between weight and comfort. So don't be scared to bring some things to make your camp more enjoyable. Maybe it's a frying pan for your fire or a chair to sit on. I recommend making a list before you go. Carefully consider everything you bring and review it when you get back to see what you didn't use. Start cutting there first. Find the balance between weight and comfort, and you'll have a lot more fun in camp. Lastly, be aware of your environment. Do your research before you go. Find out where you'll find water, where you'll camp, and what weather you might expect. I've been sunburned, too cold, and eaten by insects, sometimes all in the same trip. Bring appropriate gear to manage sunburn, insects, and changing weather. Maybe more importantly, be aware of your own limitations. Don't try to go too far or too high. Know when to stop and turn back. Everyone has their limits. Don't push yours too far. So those are 5 big ones. Hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes and prevent doing the same on your trips. So that's it for this week. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments or reach out on social media. You'll find links down below. Till next week, I'm Papa Steve on the move, and I'll see you on the trail.